to prove it, I'm ready to do it, I can't be afraid now. Put me on the stage now, I'm ready to rage now. I feel like an animal stuck in a cage and I'm ready to break out. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. This time, like the last time, you better get ready to race to the top.
Hurt my picks now because I'm like, oh,
It's time to get real, I'm feeling so rude.
It'll be Thomas Stensgaard throwing it off to Ashante Worthy, who will receive it at the 25-yard line.
let's see what he's got.
Having some fun.
Slip sides, cuts him the Oh, look at that blue with somebody.
See you! Touchdown!
Ball swap. Shoshana.
Listen,
Oh,
he got
there it is. There it is.
Come on. Listen, that's the sound effect, bro. When he start moving like that, that's what it feels like on the field.
Oh, man.
And I know those guys thought they had it.
They thought they had it.
They was like, nah, we got him this time.
So close.
To quote the great Sean Carter, grand opening, grand closing.
Great closing, great closing.
Here come.
That little hitch with the right leg.
They took the breakdown. They thought they had the breakdown.
Got him. Bye-bye, Thomas. Bye-bye, Thomas.
Stensgaard
And I
got
like Stensgaard.
There's speed and there's Hollywood speed.
And it's because that kid's fast.
That kid is fast.
But he's not Hollywood fast.
He's not Hollywood fast.
Hey, man.
Just blowing up the whole world in 1080i.
Ah, man. I mean, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, do we expect him not to score? Is it more of a surprise when he doesn't score?
It's more surprised when they don't put him back there.
And then you see the Shnow tribe. And LJ, give us a little bit of a background on the Shnow tribe. They're a new team in the A7FL.
Well, I can help out.
What the heck? LJ knows everybody in the league, though.
Which he does, and I'll just give LJ the history. The Shnow tribe is actually formerly the Spanktown Boys.
Yeah, I know. They're Spanktown Boys.
Yeah.
Codrington in trouble.
What?
Codrington.
Corey Abernathy, a rookie in the league, a.k.a. Knott's Phoenix, with the sack on Sterry? Question mark?
What's up with that jersey right there?
I don't know.
Is that done purposely?
That is
I think
that is
Corey
a
did
choice
that
he made.
Yeah, he did. He definitely made that choice.
Looks like wings, that guy.
Yeah, no.
But here we see on the replay.
This is a surprise. Oh, he's fighting off of those blocks. Oh, good. Okay, good.
Arm whip into the tackle.
Went live at fullback.
What?
Former BIC player.
Oh, he's a big guy, that guy.
And the handoff from
Terrible
Stensgaard.
block by Ant.
Who did, see, this is the thing. I'm not going to let no one off the hook. Who did Ant block on that one?
I don't know.
With the man bun.
He kind of just let it go.
Okay, all right. Let's let it go.
It'll be 2nd and 13 after a 3-yard loss. Stensgaard will be taking this one. He'll lose the ball, but it'll be kept by the Shnow tribe. And it'll be 3rd. That was Seth Batson, Lil Boat, keeping the ball.
Those guys choose violence.
Yeah, definitely.
He's got the waves and curls set. Will it be pressed? Oh, hands of the wide receiver.
Man, oh man.
And that is a surprising drop from Karan.
Karan Klein.
Karan Klein is a weapon if used correctly, and that's not a situation where I expected him to drop that pass.
But why does he have a hand warmer on? That's like my man Burrow, hand warmer not too cold.
And that's a great pass by
Off the
Stensgaard.
hands, right into his
Stensgaard put it in the
pocket.
bread basket, as you guys always say. That's a great pass. You can't do more than that.
And it will be Stensgaard throwing this one off. And this one will be thrown, and that one will bounce out of play. Oh, no, remains in play.
Yikes.
And that's Jason Sisson. Jason Sisson.
He's another one.
Give me more hustle.
And he's just going back to the 40-yard line.
Listen, he's loaded. Listen, he just reloaded. There it is.
BIC.
Another one. BIC doing it on special teams.
Yo, who's pushing this guy on the floor, though? Who's the guy, the throw guy? What's his name? I gotta get his name.
Stensgaard.
Stensgaard? Hold on, let me write this down.
Who's pushing him on the floor?
Who there? Stensgaard.
The Huss.
Let's see. He's in.
No, watch. Someone's pushing him on the floor.
Stops on the dime.
No, watch. Someone push him on the floor. Watch. Here it comes. He's bringing him down. Give me some more huss. Give me some more huss. There you go. Hey, huss.
There it is. That's the final huss. That's the final huss.
Watch someone's gonna push him. Watch someone's gonna push him.
Huss.
Hey!
And he starts loading up them armor plates, man.
Hey, Matt, who pushed him, Matt? Who pushed him?
Someone off the grassy knoll. It was the there was a second pusher.
Look, here's more.
Here we go. That's it. Here go.
Who pushed him? That's illegal block right there. That's illegal block.
The armor plates, man.
That man's cleats got eaten alive.
How do you get down with all those armor plates in it? Come on,
Oh my God.
The BIC up 12-0 have not had a drive on offense
Not a
as of yet.
single offensive drive.
I'm glad Matt Ryan didn't do no picks, because that's.
I'm not doing picks.
Oh man.
The snap in trouble is Codrington.
Pressure?
Not able.
this
Wow,
is-
what a play here. Thrown and off the hands of the receiver.
Got
That
catch those.
pressure is uncharacteristic. It's kind of weird to
They
see
get them.
Sterry. Right? Is it because
Because I think
Special
Codrington,
teams.
they're taking it. They're taking that defensive line for granted. Like,
They are, and we'll have to see if the if the boys in the Shnow tribe will be finding a way out of this one. They're down 12-0. Let's see what they can do on the other side of this one. Will the Shnow tribe find a way back into the game, or will the BIC continue their trend? But I'll say this, you don't want to miss a moment here on Stadium. If you just joined us because you saw the highlights on Stadium social media, what took you so long? It's the A7FL live on Stadium and also on Fight internationally. And it will be the BIC throwing it off here to number 12, Jay Flowers. Flowers will receive it at the 5-yard line.
That's a trust of speed.
Ooh, good tackle. What a tackle.
That's CP3.
CP3.
Former championship quarterback.
And that's where you come and just make a difference. You know, this guy might got speed, right, from Shnow Tribe.
Yeah.
But he don't have
He don't got-
8-7,
he doesn't have-
3-on-1
yeah,
speed.
He doesn't have that hus.
Because he don't have. What you want?
He doesn't have
He don't
any of
have
that.
that.
It's
He's
all
that.
straight down the line
Exactly.
speed, and that's not going to help you in this league unless you could run someone over with it. But that's not it. That's not the answer.
Yeah. Literally stopped at. He literally came
Stopped
to
on
zero
a
speed.
dime,
and
yeah,
died.
like-
Yeah, man. That's
Stensgaard will hand this one off, cutting
Robo.
up field, and that will be a slight gain of about 2, and it will be second down for the Shnow tribe.
Jonathan Soltis with the tackle.
Didn't you tell me he was on a roster that was a glitch in the system?
Yeah, I was surprised. Soltis is actually on BIC.
Snap by Stensgaard, 2nd and 8, throws this one. Cole almost intercepted, but blown up on the play. I think that was Jaheed Mayers.
Michael Faith from the YouTube live chat says the Snow Tribe is number 6 from the animals.
And Stensgaard gonna need a little bit more help than that,
What's
and
his
he's
speed
taken
rating?
down hard.
Can I get a speed rating for Matt Stensgaard?
We're gonna see in a second. Wait, is he down? Because
He's
Tommy
down.
Stensgaard.
if he gets hurt in the first quarter, his roster it doesn't count.
Oh, let's see here, he's down. It'll be 4th down up, and Stensgaard back up, little shaken. Well, let's take a look at the tackle again. That'll be Abby Mansoray, Baby Sav, helping out with the tackle. Joined by number J3, Carnell Wachter, a.k.a. K-Wack.
For BIC.
For BIC, yes. Little Boat had a little stint with BIC last season. Didn't do too much, but he played on the Hawks, was a decent running back. And if I'm not mistaken, that should be it.
But 11:35 left to go. Thank you, Big Rob, a former player breaking it down here for us, a former champion. Worthy in motion. The snap by Codrington. Codrington in trouble, but kicks it over to 17. He stays upright and brings the ball downfield. That's Abby Mansoray, Baby Sav with the catch.
And that's the difference of having Abby compared to having Courage.
Right.
Courage would have made
Courage
that
is breaking
a
that.
highlight
Yeah,
reel.
That's
like,
6. No, that's 6. If we're being honest, that's 6. Abby did what Abby does.
He's a football player.
Abby's 1,000% a football
He's a
player.
good guy, but he's not Courage. That spread formation is going to kill him here.
So it'll be 2nd and 2, spread out wide. And you have Shante Worthy at the bottom of your screen. And the snap.
Really interested at the corner.
The top.
Thrown deep. This
top,
one
chicken
up
box.
high. Ashante Worthy.
And that's why I thought it was
Doesn't even need
interesting.
to try. Touchdown, BIC.
Why?
First catch, 3rd touchdown, and this one is just all the Ashante Worthy.
K-Wagon.
Snap. Codrington pops this one up and caught.
Caught it with a bonnet on. Guys.
And shades. Look,
Shades and a bonnet on, guys.
This would be things that are bad.
Set pressed and pearled.
He said you got a perm earlier.
He's gonna have that. He's got that soul glow
He got the
feeling
soul
on right
glow.
now.
He said, I can't mess that up. I can't do it. Who got the high voice? Who got it?
I'm just using him as an avatar, and it'll be 1st and 10. Joker John Kessler setting the block, cutting up field.
We'll take that. That's kind of football we need right now from him.
And I'm trying to tell you guys, regardless of what the score looks like, I don't want you to think the Shnow Tribe will lie down. They have Ant Live, Little Boat, Abdul's Islands, former BIC guys who have that revenge factor that, no, we got to get back. Like, Ant's not going to let those guys lay down.
But guess what they
That was
do?
Little Boat set Batson on the run. Good blocking there. And a little bit of a hold from number 3. And then just,
Seth. Go ahead, Seth.
he saw that tackle, great aversion, wasn't able to get the stiff arm out in time. And then at a point.
It took 3 to take him down. That's a great run by Little Boat, man.
So it'll be 1st and 10. The snap and a handoff again to Batson. Batson cuts out a 1 tackle, and there's a flag on the field, but a gain of about 1. This one might come back or move the Shnow Tribe up.
That's a holding. I'm guessing Stensgaard is hurt.
Like you said, the quarterback position is the most difficult position in the league.
Snap cutting up field on the 1st down, and they will move the ball again with Batson. Little Boat.
You think though? I don't know if you guys noticed who's not in right now. Tommy Stensgaard.
No wide receivers off the line.
Pedro with the run. Okay, Pedro.
Wow, pushing the ball downfield.
Pedro, another former BIC player. We can go for days. Pedro was a BIC player who didn't really like being on BIC because he was behind Courage and a lot of good running backs, so he didn't get to shine as much. So he has revenge on his mind as well.
And here's the handoff. Interesting that he carried the ball with his outside arm.
Right. Gotta take
But it will be getting the ball towards the 50-yard line.
Well, you know, knowing Snow Tribe, regardless of what the score is, the personnel they have on that Snow Tribe team, they're still gonna, they're still gonna try to,
They're gonna try. It's a bunch of tough guys.
Yeah,
They're not gonna lay down.
And we have a final score in Florida, but we'll get to this after Stensgaard. In trouble, throws this one, swatted down, and that is by John Columbia. And it looks like after the Tampa Nightcrawlers defeating the Tampa A team, a team who made it to the Final Four last year, 53-30.
What?
Any given Sunday.
The Nightcrawlers.
That's
All
tough.
start on the offense.
That's
So
tough.
so it seems right now the 2 Cincinnati teams will play 2 of the 2 Orlando teams. Well, the Tampa Nightcrawlers and Orlando Ghosts in their divisional Final Four, and running upfield and getting the 1st down. The Shnow Tribe showing us something on this drive with the rushing attack.
Lubo, even though he's limping, he's still trying to play hard through that. That's, you know what it is? They're fighting off that hey, I'm playing my BIC, these are my little brothers.
There's a revenge bonus here.
Yeah.
Like, they get a boost. I promise you. Like, these guys.
And also,
the same thing
they're on
happened with
national
Renegades.
TV.
Right.
Penalties offset.
Oh, nice.
And it'll reset 1st down. And Stensgaard
Hey,
in trouble.
what?
Ball comes out, but they will whistle the play dead.
What?
They will whistle the play dead. K-Wack.
Safety first. The Snow Tribe looked a little more BIC than BIC did for a second.
Stensgaard on 2nd down. Stensgaard drops the ball.
Yeah.
And it will be out of play, and it'll be 3rd down and a long way to go.
Listen. He's hurt. Okay,
He's hurt.
Yeah, he might have got his foot caught in the turf.
Always hurt, but that's the 2nd time that
Yeah, he pulled like a.
there's an illegal player right now with some type of invisible cloak suit on.
That's yanking Stensgaard to the ground.
That's yanking players to the ground.
Yeah,
I need
Stensgaard's done. So 1-2.
John Kessler, the Joker, will step in at quarterback.
Someone mute this guy's mic.
And snap. They took his heart and they tore it down.
Or the best that this league has to offer, and now he's that. He's the best.
And there's the handoff to Kason Campbell. Kason Campbell getting near the 1st down marker. Will not get there, but a quick flash gain of about 8.
It was Chris Hunter.
So it'll be a snap here from Codrington. You see Worthy and Campbell. The snap, Codrington with time. Out of his hands. Snap fumble. The ball comes out of the
Corey
Shnow Tribe. Come up with
Abernathy
it.
with The fumble recovery. Wow, okay.
For the first time this season, Sterry
never seen-
Codrington has coughed up the ball.
So I'm not bugging. This is uncharacteristic.
It's the Sterry Codrington we saw in 2021, not this Sterry Codrington.
You know this. I'm realizing we've been working commentating games for a couple weeks now. You know this roster for some reason, Shnow tried better than. And usually you have to look at the names.
No, Corey, I know not Phoenix. Corey, that's a guy I know him. Yeah,
He's been
the guy
making plays.
He has, the one who's recovered the football.
That's a play of the day right there.
Yeah,
That's play of the day.
actually-
We were just talking about. You said that Codrington can't get rattled like this. Look at this. I mean,
I'm a little shocked. I'm not expecting Sterry to be
I think
touched.
I think he felt he had too much time in the pocket,
right.
and he just took his time and didn't give himself enough time to throw. Wish you were the next Mark Cuban. Wish you were in on the ground floor on something special. Well, today's your lucky day. Bring the A7FL to your town and own a piece of the future of football. Head to a7fl.com/owners. And we are owning a big showdown here this afternoon from Asbury Park Stadium in Asbury Park, New Jersey. I'm Matt Ryan, joined by LJ Smith and Big Rob Fabian. And it will be Shnow Tribe ball after an uncharacteristic snap fumble from Sterry Codrington. And now Seth Batson will take the ball on a direct snap and only gain about a yard on that one. Shown some real ability. And it will be another handoff. Batson taking it directly again and will only get about 2 yards. And we were just lauding him on the last drive, but the BIC might have diagnosed this defense.
This is not, I'm still going to pronounce it wrong.
Yeah, he gave it to me too.
Yeah.
The snap, the throw by caught, interception, BIC.
I mean, that was a terrible throw by Stensgaard. I really don't even have a clue why he threw that ball.
He felt the pressure. Andre Jasper with the interception. We'll take a look at the replay and try to figure that one out.
Andre Jasper is actually a guy who's gone viral before. I don't know if you remember, it was like a Thanksgiving video where there was like a receiver, he was sticking a receiver, he slapped his knee, slapped him forward and made him fall and push him out of bounds during the Thanksgiving game. But yeah, that's Andre Jasper, AKA Bullet, with the interception. That's something he's known for too.
And you see Stensgaard feeling that pressure immediately, having to let that one go. An overthrown ball, if it's just he doesn't diagnose that to Kenyatta Johnson, who was the intended receiver for the Shnow Tribe. And now Codrington after the fumble.
At least they can look at it as if it's a punt.
Yeah.
This looks bad. What the?
And there's a screen, and that's over to Sisson. Sisson will go to the 15-yard line, and it will be 1st and 10. The snap. The throw, caught, cutting upfield.
Big Bonnet in the building.
Just let your soul shine through. Just let your soul glow. Driving through to the 20 and brought down.
LJ, not everybody can hit a hus. You seen the try?
He got hit one time. You've got that so good.
Big Bonnet in the building.
Shows faith in their secondary. They got cooked by Ashante Worthy on the first throw of the game. But Worthy, this one popped up. Speaking of cooking,
Here comes.
in the kitchen. Flip, flop, fly, touchdown. That's another touchdown for the
That kid has
BIC.
just way too much energy.
He got like that. That's my man April's only son. He got a lot of energy.
A lot of energy.
And look, they put Hollywood at quarterback here.
No way.
Now there's some tomfoolery, some trickeration in his dancery and hung over.
He didn't throw one to Sterry.
It went in reverse.
What?
That's the remix.
Oh, listen, guys. I don't know what you guys think you could do against this team. He catches them, he throws them. He catches him, he throws them.
Hence why I told you Hollywood was my #1 pick.
I see why, but you see why Sterry would be mine?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. We're 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And it's hard not to pick Sterry. It's hard not to pick Hollywood. But the fact that they're on the same team together, there's no way. There's no
left
way.
in the second round?
Ant Live, a.k.a. Sprinkles, is at quarterback for Shnow Tribe.
What you gonna do with the Sprinkles?
Listen, don't sleep.
Hands it off.
Don't sleep, ladies and gentlemen. Ant Live has played quarterback before successfully.
He hasn't won a game.
What are you talking about?
First who?
I was on the team.
Those Riot Squad days don't count.
Yes, they do count. We won games. What?
You taking it
Diving
back.
into the weeds
taking
of
it really
A7FL history, if you
Really
take a look.
back.
This guy's taking it back like 20 years
His
plus.
offensive formation is called the Sprinkles. You'll see why.
And it will be 2nd and 7. Sprinkles snaps the ball, something I never thought I'd say as a 32-year-old announcer.
He just fell 5 yards. He's moving the rock.
One time.
And that's Richardson.
There's more than I can say
Anthony-
about other teams.
Anthony.
Look at the confidence in his face. That's Ant Live Richardson. You feel me? Don't do that.
Far today, Codrington 5 for 7, 133 passing yards, 2 touchdowns for the converted cornerback into quarterback. The man that could be a #1 overall pick in the A7FL.
Listen,
And
for
he
sure.
will have the ball on first down. The snap by Codrington. In trouble. Codrington pressured. Throws this one up, a pop fly, and it's caught! Picked up by the BIC, Kason Campbell. Left-handed quarterback. The snap. Codrington again in trouble. Throws this one,
There it
dumps
is,
it off.
there it is, there it is.
And there it is,
There it
K-Wack.
is, there it
Colonel
is.
Wachter. Why you do that, K-Wack?
Why you do that?
Touchdown,
Take that dance,
BIC.
K-Wack. Where's it at?
Why'd you do it, K-Wack?
Why'd you do that? But there it is. You pick your poison. There it is. It's a dance. But you pick your poison. Rush him if you want.
Yep.
He has checkdowns for that. That's why I'm so surprised. Like, they're rushing, but Sterry has checkdowns.
CP3, Corey Price under center.
Okay.
And they're going to be going for 2.
Oh, that's my man CP3 Kellyo. Oh, with the blue do-rag here. The throwback.
Oh, easy money.
Oh, does that
Chicken
velvet?
box?
Oh,
Easy money.
What is
into
that,
the
velvet?
pocket.
Easy money.
Abby
for Ab.
Mansoray, baby Sav with the velveteen catch. Smooth and soulful like a pint full of Soul Glow. Locking it in there, making it 36-0.
He is. He's looking like he's about to get a pick.
Blocking the
Sanchez.
box, this one thrown
Right to
deep.
Nightcrawler, right to
Throws
Nightcrawler.
intercepted.
Right to Nightcrawler.
What a call.
I would have called, told you about the
Woo,
Nightcrawler.
good block,
block.
Psycho.
That speed. He got that
JJ
speed.
Ratcliffe.
He kicking it in.
Again, a good tackle by Karan, but that's JJ, man. You called it before.
I told you.
Cameraman had the camera on him.
He was being sneaky.
Called it.
I
That's
saw
not
his
JJ's
eye.
fault,
I
man. He
looked-
said he's being sneaky.
He be sneaky. I see his eyes.
Look at him. He's sneaky.
I knew something was coming his
You
way.
called it.
2nd and 10. The snap, in trouble is Codrington. Flag on the play. Codrington trying to find a way out of this one. Runs into his own blocker.
I don't
and will be
like-
sent to the other side of the 50.
Like you said,
Yeah, I don't like him
this
being touched, though.
No, like you said, this defense, like for some reason, like
They're
I said,
not afraid.
something about Shnow Tribe. Like something about them. If they had an offense, this might be a better
You
team.
see what I'm saying? So I'm not bugging in my take. There's something there. Snow Tribe is not just some pushover team. I know the score looks crazy, but there's something there. Gotta remember, 12 of those points are on untimed downs.
Right.
Let's just be very clear. 12
and maybe 2
was
of
it
them.
12?
And another
Okay, 12.
12, another 12 has been coming off of wide open
yeah,
flies,
come
right?
on.
It'll be 3rd and 20. The screen. This is a live ball.
Was that-
That's Kason Campbell.
He runs hard.
Kason
runs so
Campbell.
hard.
He runs
He may
hard.
not have hands, but he's got points. Touchdown,
I
BIC.
can't let you say that. Kason has hands,
No, he does
guys.
have hands.
He
He's got. He
may
just
not
proved
have
it.
hands.
He's wide open on a slant. He got hands like feet. Matt Ryan got hands like feet.
Oh,
I
my-
didn't say that.
can't.
Hashtag hands like, Matt Ryan said hashtag hands like feet.
I
Look at
believe-
social media.
I
Matt Ryan
believe
was
in-
social media, so the
Oh,
fans.
But look
crap,
at
it was a
this,
body
Kason
catch.
Campbell.
It was a body catch.
It was a body catch.
It was a body catch.
I told you.
Well,
Look at his hands.
And if you're just if you're joining us on YouTube and you're not watching us on Stadium, what's wrong with you?
Listen,
What is wrong with you?
Go to
Come on.
watchstadium.com or find your provider at watchstadium.com. Watch us on the TV, live and across the country on Stadium and internationally on Fight. If you're not watching us on Stadium, you're about to lose us. If you're not watching us internationally on Fight, you're about to lose us too. 3:03 left to play, but a 2-point conversion attempt. The toss back to CP3
Ain't no way. Ain't no
into
way.
the
Ain't
bread
no-
basket.
Ooh,
It's
ooh, ooh,
Oh, they having fun. They having fun out there.
That was a hustle. That was
Oh,
definitely a
my
hustle.
stars and garters.
Woo! All 3? Oh my goodness!
I need a fainting couch for
My
that.
goodness.
I need a fainting couch.
And he doesn't even smile after he does it either. He just another day in the
Just
office.
another day in the office.
In the office. Look at him. I gotta call the hustle here. This is beautiful. Good job. Everybody's like, what's going on? What's going on? CP with the jump shot. Catch. I'm thinking he's just gonna walk it in. Huss. Excuse me. I didn't think he was gonna huss that close to the goal line.
You can do that. You get a little bit of huss.
He did it just for you, Rob.
I think so.
Hey, I had a question for you, John.
He heard you.
Talk to
I got a
me.
question for both of you. One of the fans were asking earlier. We know the mercy rule from earlier, right? As far as 8 touchdowns.
Yeah.
The rule is 8 touchdowns. Could they call this game in the third?
I'm hoping they don't.
It's starting to
'Cause
look
if
that
so-
way because what did Matt, if I'm not mistaken, you said it's 20 points in the first. It's looking like
80. I tell you, 80 a game.
80 a game. Does he have some huss in him?
Oh, a little bit of huss.
Nah.
A little bit of huss. Not enough.
He's a baby. He picks him up like a baby. Are we the animals?
Probably the animals.
The snap, hands off to Batson, and
Yeah,
Batson gets battered.
I would take Shnow
That's a
Tribe
good defense by BIC.
10 out of 10 times.
Better defensive line.
Right.
Snap.
Familiarity will get you to it. Wow, he's like
Beautiful throw. Intercepted.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, up top chicken box.
And look at the turn up. Look at the turn up.
Hey,
Excuse me, Tommy.
Pick
Joker.
yourself.
6.
Pick yourself 6
Oh,
because
hold
you're
on.
on the board again.
Guys.
And we are at 50.
Guys, did they score 50 and a half?
Dead cold-blooded.
Gators earned that spot.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody
I'm just
else-
saying there is competition.
Of course.
Codrington. Pardon me, Worthy. Looking for Codrington.
Huss.
Good block. Great block.
Crushing block. No
No.
way. Is that
Wow.
Why'd you do it, K-Wack?
Why'd you do that?
Carnell Wachter.
Woo!
Drawn by L.J. Smith and Big. Rob Fabian, Jason Sisson will be throwing the ball off here. We saw his work as a receiver and returner last time on. And caught on the trip tackle.
That's Nightball again.
Yeah,
Nightball makes
he's-
special team plays.
He's one of those guys.
He's one of those guys.
He's had an interception today, some key tackles, some clutch plays.
That's who he is. He's been that way for a long time in this league now. This isn't new for JJ whatsoever.
Right.
He's responsible for big hits, big interceptions, great tackles.
He's
for
known-
lost
he's known for
Just
that.
plays.
seeing
He's
him with
known.
this platform, this level of
Oh
platform.
yeah.
Yeah.
It brings a nice light.
I mean, he's
to
also
it.
known for getting run over as well, from course,
yeah, for sure,
but that's
But
neither
now
here
he's
nor
on the
there.
right side of that. He's like, I learned my lesson. I'm
Right.
hanging with y'all now.
I'm joining the team.
Join the team, right? No more run overs for me.
Imagine waking up to say that no one's running me over. Yeah. I'm going to join that
Hi,
team.
yes, can you please stop running me over? I'd like to play with you. I'm very talented,
I want to play with you.
I'm gonna play with you now.
but it will be 1st and 10. A full house variation.
I mean, you know it's coming. Who just filled like that?
Someone call Uncle Jesse because that full house just got
Was
collapsed.
that Psycho Liberty? With himself?
And that scares me.
He's like big bro. Like that's Mike Liberty's big brother.
It's the as we said before, the Pokemon evolution.
He's the final four.
And there you see him just ready to go. Reminds me of Snag Sosa coming off the line.
Oh,
and
nice.
coming
Oh.
up the field.
Hey, look, Big Birdie, man, you better do something. Little Bo's not playing. Little Bo's
Little
not
Bo
playing that.
Docking
Lost
himself
his.
into the harbor. 1 minute left to play.
So,
And we have a player down on the field.
He got it. He's already in. He's already in the
35.
conversation.
Hand up off field and not able to get past the 50. And that one will be whistled dead. And the tackle there by Chris Hunter.
Chris had to sound personal. He had to sound personal against him on that one.
like, you're not going nowhere, little man.
He must owe me some money or something.
That's what Shnow Tribe. That's what Shnow Tribe is looking for right now, and you know they have one on the roster in Jamal, as we see.
Snap.
Second down.
In trouble, off rip. Will find a way to move the ball a little bit upfield and get taken down around the 28.
I don't think Jamal is actually there.
But that's the thing. Like
yeah.
he's on the roster. He's hypothetically the quarterback that they keep
Right.
talking about. But when you don't have stability at that position, one way or another, it's always going to affect your team. And you look in the huddle, and you always want to see, do we have playmakers that are making it? We've seen Corin Klein already this year in this jersey catch touchdown passes that are thrown to him over people. Darius Pearson, number 2, hype, was a rookie of the year candidate at running back and has shown that he is capable. So BIC is one of the elite teams in this league, don't get me wrong. I don't think it would be easy sledding for the Shnow Tribe. But when you don't have an answer at quarterback, you don't have an answer for the game.
And the ball's thrown, and that's caught that time. 1st down and more. The big man moving the ball downfield.
He might have to pay a toll for that one. He just took a ride.
Yeah, and that's Corin Klein. We were just saying that. If you get the ball in his hands,
They are.
Matriculating the ball downfield. The handoff.
You just called his name, Corey.
And a good run. Cutting upfield. Cuts inside. then
just
we'll get
calls his
inside the
name.
25.
And Darius Pearson is a very good running back, makes the first man miss, gets 25 yards at minimum on that run. But you see what happens when you can complete a forward pass. The defense has to card the pass, opens up the running lanes, and Shnow Tribe right now, it's very difficult for me to not say the former team name. Shnow Tribe right now is moving the ball on BIC. You gotta balance.
There's a snap.
Health.
Ant with the one-hander?
The check down and gets the first down.
Wow.
That's our guy.
Ant live with the one-hand catch.
And the reach and stretch for the first down.
Appreciate that.
The snap on third down, cutting inside. Second down, pardon me. And a loss of 2 on the play, so it will be 3rd and 12. Sanchez here, snaps it. 3rd and 12. In trouble, throws this one, intercepted.
Dwan Williams.
Dwan Williams cuts through.
There it is, and that's paint. There it is.
And there, just nothing but the end zone in front of him. Just
What is that, the Dwan
You better
shuffle?
not get Don BB'd.
That's the Dwan shuffle.
don't get Leon Lent.
Listen.
And he gets it in there, touchdown.
I mean, when-
BIC, and they are now at the 6-dot mark. They are 12 points away from breaking, well, 10 points away from breaking the record.
Which is what, 77?
It was, I'm sorry, it was 77, so they're about, about 19 points away. And you just see here.
And Dwan Williams is one of the most underrated players in this league. He, I used to call him trash a lot, but that's when I was on the field playing against him, and I used to kick his behind. But I had to realize that outside of me destroying him, he's actually pretty dominant against most, if not all, teams. Dwan is an asset, and it took me a while to realize that, but I didn't see it until I was off the field.
Well, and Dwan fills one of those roles for a lot of teams that a lot of guys don't want to fill.
Right.
Everybody wants to be Hollywood. Everybody wants to be Cizan, the young rookie that's up on the up and coming type players. We see CP3.
They'll be going for 2 here, the BIC.
Nice velvet.
Nice velvet.
Oh.
Cuts inside, and Corey Price doing
Still has
CP3
it.
things.
Still has it.
Well, CP3 is a starter on half the teams in this league at quarterback, right? I mean,
3
at
quarters.
minimum.
All but 3?
A little bit more than half, man.
Well, that's Big Rob, who won a championship with that man
And
as
it
his
will be
quarterback, so
holding
he's
on the
still
offense.
one of the
A
best
little
quarterbacks in
biased,
the league.
You know, I got to be a little biased.
The snap, Price. Not a lot of time, but finds time. Drops this one, caught, intercepted. Intended for Codrington, but Codrington will not get it.
Yeah, Codrington makes a business decision there, and because
smart move.
you know they're asking him to do things like play quarterback and stay healthy and beat
Win
the
a
U in the
championship.
air. The things relatively unimportant things in comparison to catching a 2-point conversion up 58-0. So great play here by Sterry Codrington to avoid any injury. But you know what, Shnow Tribe, you got to take it where it comes.
Right.
And that is a denied 2-point conversion from 20 yards out.
Pedro, no way.
Thick boy returns.
Pedro, once upon a time, was a running back in this league.
He
He's
was.
a running back. He played today. Pedro drove,
You got a huff for me?
plows through,
Chris
and
said no.
then comes down.
And
right at 35.
the only running back in the league that could be considered a bigger person than Dro is Chris Hunter
Chris
for
Hunter.
BIC,
Who
and
made
makes
the
the tackle.
tackle.
There he is.
There is big Chris Hunter.
In this league, Dot can do
Dot
it.
can
But
do
we've
it.
seen it
Down.
consistently 100% of the plays.
Ball thrown downfield, and almost intercepted for the 3rd time.
And that's going to hurt because they're in a competition right now. And he's trying to break his record. You see how hurt he is? I'm not kidding. That hurts. He's
And
upset.
what JJ doesn't know is that as LJ is hugging him, who he called out for my coverage last week because I said hypothetically the cliche thing about defensive players. So he called me out and says that I talk a little bit of trash on him. And what he doesn't know is that I'm in the booth right
There's
now
the push-ups.
watching these push-ups. And I won't say a word because he's showing you right now that what I said last week did not have a tiny bit of merit. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's not. But the man's doing push-ups.
And we'll go to the 3-on-1 throw off here, and this one will be caught inbounds. Cuts through. That's Sisson.
Huss. Wait. Oh,
Slap
my They called
break
it?
daddy.
Did they call it out of bounds?
He's going to
No,
take it
that's
to the
just how
house.
disrespectful he is that he's not even going to score on the play.
I promise you, there's no way he just did that.
No, the ball was blown.
It went out of bounds?
Hold on, because if he put the ball down and it's still a live play.
No, it's a
No, he needed it.
Okay.
You wish you can be the guy that helps bring Ashante Worthy and Sterry Codrington to the A7FL championship? Do you think that you know the right players to break the internet? Do you want to be the next Mark Cuban? Do you want to be the next Jerry Jones? Find out and be a part of the future of football and learn information on how you can bring the A7FL to your city at a7fl.com/owners. That's a7fl.com/owners. As I look into bringing in a Kalamazoo division, I'm joined by Big Rock Fabian and the lovely and talented Corey Hammond, going from the field to the booth, getting your own win there today, getting yourself into the top 4 of the Southern Division.
Well, it's not about me. The Hawks did it.
Yep.
I was a small part of our victory.
Corey
I'm not even the starter.
Oh, God.
Well, it will be 1st and 10 for Sterry Codrington.
The starter.
Ashante Worthy having a great day, but due to a hamstring injury, he will be out for the remainder of the game. Codrington on the snap, throws this one deep, caught, end zone touchdown! Lewis!
Umar Lewis is forgotten on this team because of the amount of talent at the wide receiver position as they go into these ridiculous things.
I hope they don't forget Umar. That's not a good idea.
But it happens all the time for the defense, and they let him get behind him. And what does it say on the back of his jersey, guys?
Speed kills.
And it does. And
It
every
really
time it does. And Sterry Codrington is just putting on a clinic for how to throw guys open down the field.
Right.
Now let's take a look again.
Pressure
Codrington
in
feeling,
his face.
yeah, pressure, drops it right into the pocket, and Kenyatta Johnson keeping up with Umar the entire way down the field, but just the right placement there at the right time, and you see Codrington getting
The
taken
celebration
down on the
is so
play.
clean.
I don't
So
even know
clean.
why teams, when they play this BIC defense, this BIC offense, don't just put a safety back there for the deep passes, because it has been a point of
Where do you
emphasis for
sacrifice?
BIC.
Right. And
But
that's
where do
the
you
question.
sacrifice?
Well,
sacrifice
instead of
on
having the
pressure?
linebacker and the pressure coming in, you have the extra coverage in the back end.
then he's
But
just
then
gonna
you have
run you to
Codrington
death.
able to cut
Yeah.
through those holes and break open the seam.
And Codrington's
So you're
gonna
answering
huss somebody to
you
death.
guys are answering the question that a lot of these teams are having is, how do we stop
Right.
them? There's no good way.
And it will be CP3 in at quarterback, Quattro Sterry Codrington at the running back position to throw the catch.
CP
and
still got
we
it.
are at 66.
And that's my man Trey Cohen. Another young
Having
player in this league.
himself a
Mean
year.
mug
Look at his
himself.
eyes.
Mr. Mean Mug himself.
Look at his
That's-
eyes.
He
Last
leads
week-
the league,
so I
guys,
spoke
in
last
Mean
week.
Mugs this season.
He suffered a shoulder injury after a tremendous
right,
defensive
right.
day. That was a re-aggravation of an injury, and now he's playing again on Sunday. So
Well, when you are on this BIC roster, you have to keep up with the amount of amazing plays that we see. And even though that's, maybe run-of-the-mill for BIC at this point, as we've watched an absolute aerial and defensive clinic by the team in black and blue.
And the 3-on-1 is tossed, and that will be picked up by Kennedy. Kennedy gets past one
Lord have
tackler,
mercy.
stays upright. Kennedy still running, gets to the 45, the 40, the 35, and he will be whistled dead inside the 35-yard line. And pardon me, that was Biggie Lazeek Jones on the return.
That is an A7FL champion, as we see this handoff to Lil Boat.
Let's go,
Pass some
Lil Boat.
room.
And he gets the first down inside the 26-yard line.
And the tackle from Bullet, number 11 for BIC, already is an interception on this game. He might be one of the leaders in league history for interceptions. He just quietly gets 4 a year.
Right,
People
right.
people make that mistake, right?
I think
Testing him.
as of right now, JJ is in the lead with, I think, 7.
Wow.
He told me 6 or 7 interceptions on the day.
As a starter, imagine how different this game would be if Shnow had CP3.
It would be a completely different ball game. This one thrown in a pop fly and intercepted
And that's
again.
Bullet's second one.
And that is picked
But he
up.
doesn't do a lot to score a touchdown, so he's looking for some points there, and he gets scores
So I
covered.
had a conversation with JJ on the sideline, who told me, yeah, this is Bullet's first official game.
Yep. He's got
And in
2
his
picks.
first official game, he has 2 picks.
That's
and I
a good
confirmed.
average.
Look how he's talking
Yeah.
to him. I told him the competition starts now. Bullet's here. They're not going to throw on your side. They're going to throw to him, and
Well,
look
I'm
what's
going
going
to
to
say
happen.
this, Big Rob. When it's 66-0, you got to compete against somebody. So
Well, might as well be your
if it's the
teammate.
corner across from you on the other side of the field, you got to do what you got to do.
In motion, that's 18. Codrington feeling the pressure. Codrington will cut up the sideline. Codrington going downfield. Sterry Codrington will take this one to the house and try to make history. Sterry Codrington will stop at the 5-yard line, and he will keep the clock moving here, and it will be 1st and 10, and completely obliterates my call.
It was harder for Sterry to properly give up the play
It was harder
than it
to
was
stop.
for him to gain the 60 yards.
Lord have mercy.
Rob, tell
Then
me
there'll be a
yes or
foul
no.
on the offense.
Did that not look like the easiest quarterback bootleg 60-yard run that you've ever
it
seen?
really
Because
did.
at moments in this, and it's coming from my perspective, which may be why it's tainted. At moments in this, it looked like it was not going to be a good play, and then all of a sudden,
He just
breaks
breaks
his
it wide
jog
open.
into just a slightly faster jog because as fast as he was moving, it still didn't look like he was running fast.
didn't.
Look at how easy this is for him this year.
No stress, nothing.
There's stress
He's
on
just
the Snow
jogging.
Tribe, guys. We even saw it with Cizon right there, maybe the Rookie of the Year candidate now. Last week, he had that big fumble, and then they got the ball back. Right? So guys are going to learn in their first year. It's that big jump from freshman to sophomore year that you see with Sterry.
The snap by Codrington. Codrington launches this one deep. Caught. Splits through the tackler. Jason Cizon. Here he comes to save the day. Mighty Mouse is on his way, and they are one score away from the record.
And he's all about world peace, so as you see him on those really easy running down the field, and now they're in this Instagram, shoot, I don't even know what's going on. This is the 3rd time they've done this. Somehow CP3 got in there with his velvet. But when you see him give that piece, that's because he's looking for world peace, and that's just a really shout out of how unselfish of a player he is.
That's my favorite thing that the runners do once they're running in for it, either the wave by or the peace sign. That's my favorite
I have
thing.
a lot of experience with my speed doing that, and I can say it is very thrilling.
And in a game that has major implications on the West Coast at halftime, it's the Las Vegas Force 25, the Pit Bosses 13. So the Force looking to supplant the Santa Monica Vibe, a.k.a. the faces of the A7FL.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it was a little bit of a premature celebration for the Vibe after 2 weeks talking about how they were the face of the league. And it just goes to show you that when you're dealing with the A7FL, a lot of what you say means nothing. It's what you do here in between the lines.
And the Force, I'm Matt Ryan, that's Corey Hammond, that's LJ Smith in the background,
He's
Rob
over there.
Fabian. And we're bringing you the action here. And this might be the biggest deficit in A7FL history. It is the biggest deficit in modern A7FL history.
I think if you go a couple years ago, I played the U. I mean, it would probably be relatively similar. But last year, to put it in perspective, last year in my round playoff game against the Cobras, 70-21.
And then Codrington
nothing
to CP3
is pretty disrespectful at this point.
Yeah, this is the biggest deficit in A7FL history.
This is confirmed.
The only thing worse that can happen for Shnow Tribe is if Herschel scores a long touchdown. I want it.
If Herschel scores a long touchdown, I think I'm going to leave.
I will rush the field with the setup still on, screaming. Yeah. And I think the fans at home would appreciate that. That's what I'm rooting for.
But as we reach this fracture point in the game, as we make our way to history, will we see the Trenton BIC do the thing that no other team on Game of the Week history have done? Get into 80 points. We'll find out on the other side. It's 74-0 BIC in the lead here on Stadium. And in the time we have left, we're out of here at the half hour. If we have any stats, I'd love to run through them really quickly. But when we're looking at this game in the future, is there a way, we talked about it, and quick answers from both of you. Is there any way to beat the Trenton BIC?
Well, you look at the best game probably this season, and maybe the best game that BIC has played, especially when you consider their competition. And every one of us would agree that BIC came up and ready to play against the U. They gave them their best shot.
Right.
And they only won by 2 points when we can also agree that the U did not play great.
Right.
So can BIC potentially be defeated? After watching this display, you might think first first gut reaction. No. But the simple fact is that when BIC had their best game and the U, who is the defending champions of the league, and you cannot write them off, had an okay, maybe a poor game.
They only won by 2.
The U only lost to this BIC team by 2 points.
And we've got to get out of here. We got to go at the bottom of the hour. But follow us across social media. We'll continue the conversation there. A history-making day, a history-making stat sheet. Till next Saturday, join us live here on Stadium. For everybody, good night.